Hi, so welcome to my BTS collection. I've been collecting for a long time. A little bit about me. My name is Heather. I'm from California, and I've been a fan of BTS since right around debut. So that's when I kind of started collecting seriously, and I have never actually recorded all of the stuff that I've had. I've taken photos of it and posted it, but I thought maybe you guys would want to see some of this stuff. I am also a Rap Monster cosplayer. I know some people don't like cosplayers, but you know what? We don't care. We don't do it to try to be Asian or try to be that person or whatever. We do it because it's fun. So I cosplay Rap Monster, and I have a group of 6 other friends that are all girls that also cosplay BTS. And let's see what else. Oh, on Facebook, I have a BTS official merchandise group, which I started a while ago. I thought I've been doing this for a long time. I have a couple friends that are admin that also collect. We know a lot about the merchandise because we've been doing this for so long. So I figured it was a good way to try to help people sift through and find what they wanted, because there's a lot of fan merchandise also now, which is kind of annoying when you're trying to look for official stuff like us. So you can visit us, BTS official merchandise, on Facebook, and ask us questions. There's so much stuff. I mean, there was so much stuff when they started, but now it's just kind of exploded. Um, I would say I'm pretty up on everything still, so you can ask a question, but again, there's so many things now, even stuff that I don't have that, if I can't find the answer, I don't know the answer, I might know somebody who does. Okay, so I'm going to start with my photo card collection. I actually had this, you can see it here. Getting a hang of this camera thing. I had bought these very cool sports card holder frames. When I used to live by myself, I would post these up on my wall. But now, even though I have my whole bedroom that I can decorate with BTS stuff, I don't know if I'm going to put these up anymore. They've gotten so much more stuff recently that I don't even know if I want to try to collect all of the cards anymore. Maybe like the more special cards, but not so much everything. Because Big Hit has gotten really smart, so now they're not only putting out a version for every member and a group member. Sometimes they're putting out like the Forever Young, the new album with 2 versions, and I hear each version has 8 cards. So that's just insanity. And I do have more space for them. But like I said, I'm starting to have to be like extra picky about what I get now, because it's just a lot for anyone. So when I started collecting these, I kind of had to decide how I wanted to display them. It started with going from the oldest member. Excuse those other cards. Those are still left over from what came with the frame. But it started with the oldest member to the youngest member. I thought was the best. And then I was trying to do the order of the eras, slipping the Japanese ones in between. So I apologize. I probably showed these out of order. I wasn't really paying attention as to when the cards came out. But here they are. Lots of Japanese special cards like Ceci, and some of the Pony Canyon cards. They were in the other one. But yeah, So I did that, and now I'm just like, well, you know, there's still so many cards that I don't have. I don't know if I want to continue with those, maybe the special ones. But let's move on. So I'll probably show you everything today except the posters. The reason being the posters are up in a corner in my room with other posters, and I kind of don't feel like digging those out and opening them. If I ever put them on the wall, they're going to be framed anyway. So maybe I'll make another post with the posters. But here is, sorry for all the reflection everywhere, the bear brick. The little one anyway. This was something you could only purchase at the beginning if you were a Japanese fan club member. I forgot where I got mine, but I should get a Japanese membership. I just haven't done it yet. There's also a large one. That's the 100% size. They call the other one the 400% size. I'm not exactly in order anymore. I had my stuff a little more organized before I moved, and I recently moved it around a little bit, but forgive me, there's not going to be a specific order. If you want to see something, you're basically going to have to watch the whole video. This is the Ceci bracelet that came with the special magazine. I have both colors. This is the black one. There's a white one also. If I get to it, I will show it to you. Hopefully my battery doesn't run out because the plug right next to the computer is not working. And this is probably going to be a long video. In here, I have a bunch of, I find these very useful. They're the cases for the slogan towels. And when I have a lot of little tiny random stuff that I haven't decided where I'm going to put yet, I usually just put it in here. Here are some of the special DVDs. This one is No More Dream that you had to get. They were promo DVDs that they gave out in Japan when the albums came out. So far there's only 4, I believe. Boy in Love. Wake Up. And Danger. Yeah, Danger. I actually haven't watched these yet. I've been battling with the Region 2 code on my computer, and it's kind of a pain, so eventually I'll figure it out and I'll watch it. But here is the button. I kind of sort of consider this official. There may be some questionable items as we go along. They did the meet and greet. That was official. This was put out by a.r.m.y, but technically it wasn't put out by Big Hit, so I'll leave that up to you. This is the first Japanese fan meet that they had. You can see it. It's a Rap Monster pin set. It's very cute, and I love that they all have, pretty much all have numbers on them. Initially, and I just don't have that kind of time, when I realized that all of the merchandise had numbers on it, I was going to kind of do a Tumblr archive of all this stuff so that you could find it by number or just, you know, see everything. This is obviously the first Japan Showcase keychain. It came from the same thing as the button set. This is the Now in Thailand, one of the limited cards that came with it. It just says, hard to see, Now in Thailand in the back. This is a diary card, which I will get to, but they put out a diary in 2014. And they came with some limited edition cards, which go for a whole lot of money right now. I don't have all of them, but, you know, that's okay. again, so much stuff that sometimes I decide to just collect my main bias instead of OT7, which I would love to have all of the stuff, but I can't. Here's one of Jin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I tend to forget sometimes because I have so much stuff where it comes from. I want to say this came from the Japanese fan club. Honestly can't remember. This one is from their no promotions in Japan. I've also kind of stuck things together, so I apologize. I may or may not take it out. This is a promo postcard that came with the Japaco magazine, or Japco, however you say it. I got Rat Monster. It was a gift from a friend. And another Japanese no promotion Rat Monster card. And, oh, sorry. Boy in Love. Yeah. Boy in Love. Japanese promo postcards. They like giving out a lot of promo stuff in Japan. These I'm actually going to take out because I've seen a lot of people on my Facebook posting and freaking out about these. These were only available through the Japanese fan club, and it's a drawing of each member, by each member, the debut to now, which was, I think it was Boy in Love when these came out. And these are rare. They're hard to get. Well, the actual ones anyway. It's always hard to tell because with a lot of their Japanese stuff, they're on like regular, can't get it out, regular photo paper. So you almost think that it may not be an official item. That is Suga and his drawing. And that looks like, can't read it. I want to say that was J-Hope, but, oh no, there's J-Hope. Okay, that's J-Hope. And like these Jungkook ones, they look like Jungkook on both of them. That's Rat Monster. Weird. I guess that's Jimin. I'm trying to read it, but my brain is blanking out right now, so I apologize. It's still kind of early here. And these packages, they're kind of hard to get out. So we saw that one. Jungkook. I don't remember who that is. I think it's supposed to be Jin. Oh yeah, Jin and Jimin. I don't know why there was not a photo there. Oh yeah, that was Jin. Okay, so anyway, there are those. They're actually kind of big. They look small on the Facebook post, but they're like 3x5. But they're on photo paper, so they're delicate, and I will probably never take those out again. Kind of almost already damaged it doing that. They're not the best quality, honestly. Okay. Almost done. I have next. Sorry if half this video ends up being me putting things back in the packaging. I'm not going to edit because that's a lot of work. Okay, so next I have Wake Up. Wake Up, Open Your Eyes. I did this Rap Monster cosplay actually, and I wore it to the LA Red Bullet show. I went to all 4 Red Bullets. So obviously, except for the scandal that went on in New York with Rap Monster being threatened by somebody online who thought it was funny, I got to high touch them for each one of the other 3 cities. And he really loved my cosplay, so that's another reason why I don't really care what anybody else says. I do it for myself, and the fact that he approves of it just makes it that more awesome. Let's see. Okay, what's next? Oh, next we have more HMV stuff. So that is another HMV Wake Up postcard, and they usually come in sets of 2 or 3. This one looks like 3, but yeah, they're actually very similar. Oops. And then, oh, almost dropped it. Thought I had another one of these in here, but I guess it's somewhere else. But there is a Taiwanese version of In the Mood for Love Part 1. Sorry, my brain is blanking out. And so that is the limited edition Rap Monster postcard that comes with it. There's one for every member. I can't remember if there are group versions of that off the top of my head. So just going through all the little stuff is kind of what's going to take the longest part of this video. That and when they won't go back into the package for some reason. Okay. More Danger promo HMV postcards. Originally, they just used to do 2 or 3 group photos. In some cases, I forget which era it was, they actually did, what's it called? One for each member. I want to say it was Wake Up, but I don't have those because that was just a lot. My number one tip that I would have to say if you're trying to collect BTS stuff is always, when you can, try to get the thing right when it comes out or pre-order it, because I've noticed people charge a lot of money for stuff, and so you always want to try to get it from the original vendor, and you may think that it was expensive then, but if you wait until later when you have to buy it from someone else, you're not likely going to get a good deal on it. Okay, so they came out with these telecom cards. I have Rap Monster. I'm thinking about getting the other members. I initially thought each one of the megabytes, I think there's 500 megabyte cards in a gig, had one for each member, but it looks like the Young line is 500 megabytes, and then the Machne line is a gigabyte or something like that. So anyways, they cost more, and so again, I decided for right now I'm just going to do my main bias, which is Rap Monster. This is the group card from In the Mood for Love, part 1. More of the BTS diary cards. Very cute in their hanbok. I'm going to maybe do a link, the Ask FM thing, if you have some questions, or you can contact me through the Facebook group if you want to join that. It's free for everyone to join. Our rules are pretty simple, which is just you need to post a photo of your stuff with your Facebook name on it that matches with a handwritten note. No fan-made stuff, no unofficial stuff. Pretty straightforward. So in that packaging was the 2014, I believe this was the second version of the slogan, before they started doing the Japanese ones anyway. Because there's a whole lot of those. So that concludes that part. Still have a couple more of the little stuff to go before we can pick up and start moving faster. I don't have to dig out like 20 things. I may buy some more photo albums and put some of this stuff in there, but it's kind of hard because they don't have a, like a, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain, I'm sorry, I can't think right now. They don't have like a consistent size of cards that they put out, so that makes it kind of hard when you want to collect, because you have to have all different sizes of card holder. So here again is the BTS slogan towel. I'm going to show you this part first just so I can fold it up and put it back. This one is double-sided. Sorry, I know it's upside down. I'm like, This I took with me to the Show and Prove show. I was there for American Hustle Life, and I think, I haven't watched it in a while, I think it was episode 8. You can actually see me like this with my other BTS hat on that a friend made for me. I saw myself in the episode for like a split second, so that was like my glory. And that was ridiculous. They said no camping overnight. And then some people started showing up and lining up overnight. So that, of course, got out. And then everybody wanted to start doing that. So I think we were supposed to start lining up 8 a.m. in the morning. And that kind of created mass hysteria. That's what I was planning on doing, was going down there at the, see what the line was like around the time that we were supposed to start lining up. But literally I got there, I think 10 or something. Maybe we were supposed to start lining up at 10. And the line went, the venue, I wouldn't say maybe half of the block, but so it goes down the block, around the corner, and around the back of the venue, and then there's an alleyway. I guess I'd say maybe the venue was halfway down the block. So there's an alleyway in the middle of the block behind the venue, and the line went all the way across the block. So it was literally like almost could have wrapped around the block line. and I got lucky. I forget what the cutoff was. It was only supposed to be like 400 people or 300 people, and I was like 50 over or something. But we decided to wait anyway after they cut off the line, and after the first song, I think it was, there were still only like 20 of us or something sitting in the back listening through the door, and they let us in. So we got really lucky. So these are In the Mood for Love Part 2. I don't have all of them. Actually don't even have the album, believe it or not. The reason for that was I planned on getting it, and then I also started to think, besides being more picky, that if it's something that you can get easily, or there's a lot of and it's not limited, like an album, then I kind of put that on the back burner. I used to buy like 6 versions or 6 copies of the album and resell them at a discount, and I would keep the cards and then resell the albums, so that way it's also helping them on the chart. Well, they started putting out so much merch that I can't really do that anymore. So in this case, part 2, I skipped over it. I'm gonna get it. Both colors, obviously, but I just haven't yet because there's too many other things that I want to get. So I have all the members. Excuse me. Jimin. I was going to say Jimin, but I haven't looked at these in a while. Rat Monster. J-Hope. J-Hope? For a second I was like, Jungkook? Oh, yep, that's Jungkook. Sugar, V, and Jin. So that is complete. I don't have OCD or anything, but in some cases it's kind of annoying to me as a collector to not have a collection that's complete on something. So it's getting harder and harder to let go of that notion, but again, I'm getting pickier about what I buy, and so I'm kind of having to do that in some cases. But maybe one day I won't. So these are, let me take them out, Muster 2 cards. I have almost the entire collection for the Red Bullet cards, which were the first major collection of these photo cards to come out, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe 9 cards short right now. But once this came out, I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. I'm just gonna stick to my bias. So I only have 3. I think he has 5 cards, I want to say, something like that, 5 or 6. But those are probably the only 3 that I will ever have. Oh, cool. Here is the J-Hope. Oops. J-Hope In the Mood for Love Part 1 Taiwan edition postcard. Very hard to get these. Which, I mean, and that's another kind of tip-ish thing too, when it's a limited edition like Taiwan, and I know there's a lot of you that actually didn't even realize there was a Taiwanese version. You want to buy it right away, again, to get the cards, because that kind of thing, people don't want to let go of their cards. They maybe want to trade for their bias, but they don't want to sell them separately. So that's always going to be a pain to try to collect. These are the Puma cards that came with the shoes. I had a chance to buy all of them, but people were kind of everywhere with their prices. So initially when it came out, I thought it was going to be way more cost than it was. And so I just got my bias again. This is, we're on to Now 2. The paper standee thing that comes with it. I have all of the bookmarks except for Jimin. I have J-Hope on the way. I had a J-Hope, and then the person who sold it to me didn't package it well. That's my number one pet peeve with sellers. If you sell someone something, please make sure it is packed well, because your postal service, especially my postal service, USPS, will throw their packages around. I swear they play frisbee with them sometimes. And so J-Hope was damaged, and I don't collect damaged stuff, so I had to get another one, which took a while. So here we have, oh, sorry, I should probably show one at a time. This is V. It's hard to see anyway, even if, you know, this wasn't on camera, because they're so small. But V, Jungkook, they do have photos on the back. I think they're all the same. Yeah, photos on the back, but they're all the same on all of them. Jimin. Oh, another tip, if you're going to do OT7 for the most case like I do, I used to start with my bias first, but it turns out that Rap Monster is not, or, well, of course I should say he has never been one of the more popular members. He did get a lot of popularity when his hair went blonde for Boy in Love and when he did his solo, but he's never been one of the more popular members. But I always used to start with him because that is who I was most excited to get. But I realized pretty quickly that I wasn't able to get all of the members, as I was saying, by buying the stuff right away. So, in my opinion, you should get the more popular members first. I'll let you figure that out on your own, who that is. I don't want to give that away, but here's Jin and Rap Monster. And Suga, and my J-Hope still hasn't arrived yet, but you get the point. Okay. So next I have two special, I don't know what to call them really, I guess photo card sets. One is the one that came with Now Too, but you had to pre-order it from the official shop to get it. Or, again, buy it for an arm and a leg, excuse me, on eBay later. Or, yeah, eBay or wherever. I have not opened this, I don't think. Or maybe I did and looked at it one time. But this is the one that came with your order from the official shop. I was holding out pre-ordering 3, hoping that they did that again, but they didn't. Boo. But people were selling these cards when they came out for like, I want to say $40 a piece. That's ridiculous. I mean, they're nice and they're limited, but the problem with BTS is they put out so much stuff and people are willing to pay that kind of money that it's become a regular habit. Oops. For people to charge ridiculous amounts of money for BTS stuff. I think the pack itself, sorry, still getting a hang of this, was going for like $200. And I think I still see it for like at least 100 every once in a while. 100, 150. Oops, sorry, sticking together. Part of me wishes I could afford to buy 2 of everything, and then I'd probably get in trouble for it. scan everything and upload it so you can clearly see everything for those people that couldn't get it. But I can't. I'm sorry. I would if I could. If you know me well enough, then you can always come to my house when you're in LA and see whatever you like. As long as you're careful with it and you treat it with respect and your hands are not dirty or smudgy, then we're good. This is the first fan meeting photo set. I think this was still muster one. It looks like it. I don't know why I'm thinking, I'm thinking Japan for some reason, but these you could only get at their first fan meeting. They did not sell them online. Ooh. And again, they were selling them for like crazy amounts of money separately. Probably the same, like $40, $50. They're kind of like photos or B photos from now in Thailand. These again sell for usually the whole set like $150. I had wanted one of these for a long time and finally put away the money to get it. I had a friend who went to the very first fan meeting and she had bought a whole bunch of stuff from there, and then she had decided to sell it, and she decided to sell it to me, luckily enough, for hardly anything over what it actually costs when she bought it. Thank you, you know who you are. So I have a lot of rare stuff from that, and that only reason I have it is because of her. Otherwise it would have cost an arm and a leg. And I will actually get to some of those next so you can see what I'm talking about. That one's done. So that's great. So we can start moving a little bit faster. These are the original Hip Hop Monsters. I might take them down. At least what I started doing is I have all the Wappins, the original Wappins that have the cards in them. These were the ones that I was talking about that my friend bought all of them. And if you've ever seen them for sale now, they have been $100, $200, $300 a piece. And I think there were 15 each or something very close to that when they first came out. So that's Jimin. And I put each one by each one of the members. Also, these cute little Hip Hop Monster cards. I should probably open one just so you can see. Oh, wait, no, I forgot they're sealed, so sorry. Can't show you. I'm not going to open it. They're little figurines. I'm not going to take all of them out. I will show you all of the Wappins just so you can see them, because they're rare, but most of you probably have or know someone that has one of the Hip Hop Monster things. So. Cute little things, and they come with a stand, but all of mine are still sealed. I thought about buying extras so I could do funny things with them, but I probably won't. So next is V. And Jungkook. And I was like, where is his name? It's there. You just can't really see it. Jin. And these are really cool. They're all sealed, so I can't take it out and show you. But they are embroidered, and if I remember correctly, they have a pin on the back so that you can pin it onto your shirt. And they definitely come with a photo card in them, which was kind of the beginning of the madness. It's in the box behind the wah-pin. There's sugar. And J-Hope. They're actually really nicely done, and I still haven't gotten the new ones. Sorry, Rat Monster's kind of hard to get to. But I haven't gotten the new ones. I want to. Rat Monster, just so I can say I have all the wah-pins. No, not really. Actually, since they started releasing a lot of similar stuff, like bandanas, every time they release like a tour set of something, there seems to be a bandana, a photo book, excuse me, some stuff like that. I want to try to have all of the wah-pins. If I can't have everything, obviously, because it's too much, I want to try to at least get all the different wah-pins they have. I'm not even close right now. There's this, the Taiwanese version of Dark and Wild. It's basically the same thing, kind of. There's I don't know if you can see it, track listing here. Comes with music videos, extra stuff, and pretty much the reason for the fat book that's in here is because it has Chinese lyrics or Taiwanese lyrics. Honestly, I don't know which one, but not Korean lyrics in it. So this was kind of the first lot of stuff where I had to be picky when they released the first versions of the Hip Hop Monster goods. This is a diary. Each one came in like 3 or 4 different colors. And I was like, well, you know, I'm not going to use this stuff. So I'm just going to get like one color of each so I kind of have everything represented at least. So this is a notebook. This is the Muster 2 photo album, and it comes with a photo ticket. Sorry if that's really loud. It's really actually kind of cute. I would have bought more of them. I wish that they came in different sizes. That was my first pet peeve. I was like, these are great, but they only come in one size, which is like, it looks like it might fit a 4x6 photo, and it has a little engraving on the bottom. In the back, they actually have pages with two slots, and in the very back, when you got yours, there was a photo ticket in it. Random member, of course, or group. So I have all except for Jimin. Did I get J-Hope? I might have gotten J-Hope already. I have so much stuff coming at one time, I forget. So, again, in order, Jin, Suga. Oh, nope, J-Hope. I think I bought J-Hope, or I was thinking about it. It's on the way, or it was gonna be. I don't remember, honestly. So, Rat Monster, Jimin. Oh, right, that's right. I have Jimin in this, but I'm missing J-Hope. But in the Now 2 bookmarks, I have J-Hope coming, but I'm missing Jimin still. Sorry, I get confused. I have Jimin and V, and then Jungkook and the group. And you can kind of sort of see the back. There's nothing interesting on the back. They have way too many photo cards. I'd have like a million of these. As I was speaking of the bandanas, there's the very first bandana that came out. This was the one that they put on the Suga Bear when Suga had his appendix removed and they were doing the Idol Olympics and he wasn't able to be there. That's the one that was around the little bear's neck. This is not official Snakes and Earrings. This was one of the books that Rap Monster suggested that he really liked. I can't remember what show. I remember N from Vix was on it and someone else. And people were asking him what books he reads. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not for everyone. It's very alternative. There are very graphic themes of all kinds of graphic things in it, so you probably should not read it. It doesn't bother me, but you should probably not read it. I'm just warning you. Actually, I have another of his books that he suggested. You should probably not read anything he suggests unless you can handle that. Okay, so here is part 1, the white one, but this is actually the Taiwanese version of it. If you look at the back, the Taiwanese version has, and sorry my nails are dirty, I don't know why, I Need You and the regular track listing, but it comes with videos, and I think, oh wow, I totally forgot I had this. Hey, how about that? So I have also a third postcard, which is one of, I know there was at least 2, the group postcards. I'm going to put that somewhere else so I don't forget that I have that again. I don't think there's anything in here. This is the regular white version. You can see it doesn't say on the back that it has videos. Pink version, Korean version, same thing. If you've ever, put this away later, if you've ever looked at them, they actually have different pictures in the white and the gray. Or the white and the pink. I can't remember. I actually looked through, and one of the 2 versions, I was like, there are far less pictures of Rap Monster in this version than the other one. So there are those differences, if you're curious. Another notebook. This little guy is not official, but the first time that I cosplayed Rap Monster was at KCON 2013, and one of the girls there loved it, and so she gave me this little army dog, which is kind of like my collection mascot now. And just for reference, she's actually our Jimin and our cosplay group now. There is the regular Dark and Wild that has the nice photo book and came with some stuff, postcards, Hip Hop Monster in there. I don't know what happened to their anime style comic book. It has no CD in it. One of the reasons it doesn't have a CD in it, it's sad and funny. The car that the CD was originally in that I owned was totaled by someone who was driving drunk the night after Christmas. And I literally forgot to take it out before they took my car to the place where they part it out to sell it. So, whatever. I have another copy somewhere. This is the diary where those cards that had the gold border on those came from. And it has nice imprinting on the front with their names. has a lot of, sorry, it's kind of hard to see. I don't want to open it too far and kind of damage it, but it has like a planner inside, and it has really cute photos of the different eras. And I feel like there's something else I should tell you about this, but I can't remember right now. This was Japanese, Korean fan club only. You had to be in Korea, I think, as well to buy it. I can't remember. Something like that. Here's another version of Dark and Wild. It's still the Korean version, but it's signed. I don't think that one has the CD in it either, because it's probably in my boyfriend's car. Because Dark and Wild is my favorite album. Here we go. Another signed album. Oh, there's something in the back. Oh, I remember what it is. So this is the signed School Love Affair. Behind it, because these cards are so large and kind of hard to put anywhere, are all of the, well, not all of them, excuse me. There were 2 versions of each member's card, and the difference being backwards. This part, which I'll show you. If you look at the back, see it's a different pose. So there was an A and a B version, and I actually have a friend that has all of them, but I was like, well, it's just part, excuse me, it was just part of a card, so, you know, forget it. I'm not going to collect all of them just because they have a separate piece on the other side, so. Oh, and for reference, I've had some people asking, how do you know their shoe size or whatever? It's actually on the School Love Affair cards. I don't know how accurate it is. Oh, let me put this down. But if you look closely, you can see right here on the other side, that's, I forget what order they're in because I'm not familiar with Korean sizes, but it's his birthday, his blood type, and then I want to say it's his shirt, his pants, and his shoes. That might be the wrong order, but if you ever want to send them gifts, of course, this was School Love Affair, so some of them have grown. In general, I'm sure their shoes probably haven't changed much, but you can use that as a reference. There is the Oh, Are You Late Too signed album. And this one I actually have to take something out because it's kind of in the way. But this is the original No More Dream. Can't get it out. Signed one. I'll be completely honest, I was just really getting into K-pop and K-pop merchandise when they released this. So I thought it was kind of silly to buy something that was autographed already. Because I'm like, well, don't you want to meet them and have them sign it for you? But I kid you not. So I heard it was selling out quickly, and I'm like, well, I like BTS, so I'm just going to buy one since they're going to be sold out, and then I'll be sad later. And when I got it, my feelings changed immediately. This right here is kind of what started it all. This was my first one. I'd seen them, I'm not getting choked up, I swear. My voice is getting dry from talking. But I had actually seen the album when it came out at the stores in Koreatown. And I was going to get one, and I'm like, it's a little bit more money than I thought it was, which little did I know before starting all this collecting that it was nothing compared to what some of this stuff costs. But didn't buy the album right then because I was like, oh, I don't have that much money right now. I'll just wait. So it sold out. I forget how long it took, but it was in stores for a little bit, and then it sold out all of a sudden, and I couldn't get it. And I was like, I'm going to KCON, it's here, it's signed, I'm just going to do it. So I did it, and this one's extra special to me, actually. Some people think that it's messy, but I actually like when the autographed ones have this, like, smudging from the markers on the back. I now know who it was likely that did that, because whenever you see the photos from fan meets and stuff, you usually see Rap Monster with marker all over the side of his hand. So he's usually the one that I noticed that ends up accidentally doing that. So just anyone, I just think it's cool that it's kind of got like an extra autograph, if you will, on the back. And I think most of you have seen this. Some of them came with limited edition Polaroids. I never got a chance to get one of those because they are super rare and kind of appropriately priced, which means several $100s, so I can't afford it. But the one Polaroid I have, which I'm most proud of, sneak peek, is this one. I was the 5th top supporter for the my brain right now, the meet and greet that they did in February 2014, must have been their first. So I got this. This is not something that I show often, so lucky for you to be able to see it. I didn't want it kind of out there, since it's really special and it was just for me. But I got Suga, which at the time I did bias Suga. He was one of my first favorite people in the group, and then, Rap Monster just kind of took over and I never went back. But I've had offers to trade it to other people or actually I do know the person that has the Rap Monster one. But part of me it was an accomplishment. Back then, you could actually just buy 20 albums, only 20, and be the 5th supporter for them. Now it's like you have to buy like 300 or something crazy. So that's my little trophy. I think I'm actually going to cut this video in 2. I didn't realize it took an hour just to get through that much, but it'll be a little faster. So I think I'm going to cut right now and make a second video with the other half. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Please watch the second half of this to see the rest of it.